The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. If you look at Boston, right now they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Bulls. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, for Boston, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game in the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball, but we will find out soon enough.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. And you can say he's been groomed for this. It is paying off, guys.
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. You know what, Smitty, tonight we have two teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, in other words.
Yeah,
right?
Stay within the offense.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum and Cantor together down low. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Now here's Satoransky following the miss by Kemba Walker. There's the pass to Levine. Carter looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Satoransky. No good on the 3. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami. Here's Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the timing and hustle there? Tatum earns his team some second chance points.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Shoots over Brown. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls on D. Hayward.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Here's Levine. Sinks that one from the post.
The question for Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Out to Hayward. Launches a 3. Hayward missing again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Earlier in his career, Otto may not have had the strength to finish that play.
And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at its best. Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
Now here's Tatum. He had 19 points in the win against Washington.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Satoransky, bounce pass. Here's Markkanen. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
And here's Walker. After the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Outside, LaVine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Porter. From deep three-point range. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Boston, Satoransky, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The first one falls. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of runs themselves.
He hits both from the stripe.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agreed. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with LaVine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Here's Kanter after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Free throw line jump shot. Tatum's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Porter finds LaVine. Outside, Markkanen. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Beautiful find by LaVine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Walker the pass to Tatum. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Kanter dishes to Tatum. And here's Walker outside. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 5. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Hayward. Markkanen kicks to White. Back to Markkanen. They grabbed their own miss. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Bean passes to Porter. Now here's White. Over Tatum. And it's White missing.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Levine against Brown. Pass to Tatum. Hayward from outside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Entering the league, this is where Hayward had to improve, and he has. Tremendous touch now from range.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Smart's check in for Gordon Hayward. Here's a quick check of the rookie leaderboard with the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. And you look at White, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
No doubt he's earned his spot among the great rookie free throw shooters through hard work and repetition.
Now here's White. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brown against Porter. Shoots from the elbow, and the jumper falls for him.
He's a smart player. Reads defenses very well. Porter will just take what you give him.
Walker dishes to Cantor. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Levine. He had 15 points last outing. And Porter, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Off the dribble, Porter's speed gave him the angle, and he drew the contact.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
That free throw, no good. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Here's Wanamaker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Pass to Smart. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
That one good for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Here's Gafford. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Here's Levine after the basket by Boston. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters. How about this first quarter? 7 of 9 from the field. He is putting on a show.
Here's White. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. White finds Levine. Sweet little floater. Levine's got 9.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
White looking around. Outside Levine. Top of the key. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Boston the other way. To the paint. Here's Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Young. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Passes it to Levine. Again, Levine missing. Celtics leading by 6. Outside, Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brown.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Levine against Smart. The pass to Young. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here. Possibly over before it began.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gafford passes to Harrison. Out to White. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Wanamaker gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Young. A floater. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 12. Outside, Smart. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down low, here's Williams, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Levine. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Tatum against Young. And here is Tatum for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Bulls trail by 12. We've got White. Young out there with Harrison. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Gafford. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Satoransky. To the right side. And White kicks to Harrison. Back to White. Great D that time from Green.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Shifty, elusive, offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
Satoransky with it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Here's White, and he drops play up less. White's got his first 2 points.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Hayward on the wing. Pass to Smart. To the inside. Tatum. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Boston making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Can't hit the second. We see it all the time, Smitty. The league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul to make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
And it's Harrison with the ball for Chicago. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And it goes down 2 points.
And once you get the height advantage there, no need to mess around.
And here's Walker outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Bulls trail by 11. Outside, White. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bulls have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And he knocks down the first one. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Boston, Cantor checked in for Robert Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed for Marcus Smart. Both shots good from the stripe. And here in the second quarter of action, with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Tatum. Chicago. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Boston again missing. Bulls trail by 7. Over to the left wing. Markkanen passes to Satoransky. Great D that time from Tatum.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Kansas. He had 16 points in the win against Washington.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And it's White missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Tatum's shot is off.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
White drives in. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Kansas. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Walker. Back to Canner. To end the drought. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Celtics lead by 7. And Satoransky kicks to Harrison. It's not going to go for him. Hayward with some. Here's Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for White. Kemba Walker hits them both. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And it's Carter missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Tatum passes to Cannon. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Now, here's Satoransky. Porter finds Carter. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. Here's Harrison. 9 points last game. Now here's Porter. Ball's not loose. Tried to shoot. Tatum with it. Now guarded Porter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Carter outside. Pass to Satoransky. Carter dishes to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Over Walker. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Boston now. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Right wing. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Chicago calls timeout. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts. Some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. And Hayward at the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now, here's Porter. 6 points for him. Here's Markkanen. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Celtics.
Tatum finds Kanter. Passes it to Walker. And again, Boston with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Satoransky looking around. For 3, Levine, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And slam dunk by Tatum.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Here's Porter. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Can they get it? Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. To the middle. And slam dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And Levine throws it down.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Now, here's Walker. 8 points for him. Here's Hayward. Nice 4 for 7 for the 4 with that shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Porter. Hayward with some nice D.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And the shot goes in. 10 points for Kemba Walker.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Here's Markkanen. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. And there's the pass to Levine. Lets the 3 fly. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Excellent play call. And Levine looking very smooth, working off the catch and shoot.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. He just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want to Lucci. Show me and all of my poochies can me.
And the Bulls making a change here. Young's checked in, so Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Green comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Fred Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now here's Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Releases. That one doesn't drop, so the Bulls will take it away. 1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Start against Levine. Outside Porter. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Porter's got 8 points.
Nice looking shot. If you watch Otto Porter over the years, you've seen the change in his mechanics.
Switch.
Smart against Porter. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
White, he's checked in for Satoransky. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Shoots over White. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bulls trail by 21. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. Porter, no luck.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
The Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
From skinny college freshman to NBA All-Star, quite the transformation for Gordon Hayward.
Hayward hits them both. Lean kicks to White. From 18 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. White's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Beautiful catch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 30 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
You can see working out with Kobe Bryant has been great for Jason Tatum. A better ball handler now, able to create space off the dribble. He looked like an old pro in the first half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Dave Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. He's off on the second. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. He has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game.
And that one is off. Great D that time from Jake. Drives in. Can't hit from in close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's blocked. Here's Hayward. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's why Hayward is a franchise-level player. A guy who can get shots to go despite getting whacked.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And Hayward, no good on that one.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Celtics leading by 20. Outside, Walker. No good on the triple.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, Satoransky. Down low. Here's Levine. And it's blocked by Brown. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The long reach of Hayward is tough to release over. Tough for the shooter to get a clean look.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Carter down low. He's covered by Cantor. Here's Satoransky. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Satoransky's got 6 points.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Brown. Cantor trying to free himself up.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
So Satoransky, the pass to Levine. The shot. It's Chicago with another bucket. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Bulls.
One shot.
Celtics leading by 17. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Off target from three-point range.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Pass to Markkanen. Over Hayward. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 9 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Another place where Markkanen's size really comes into play. He can shoot over anyone from mid-range.
Shots good by Walker.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Satoransky, the pass to Levine. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside, Walker. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 17. Porter looking it over. Satoransky against Walker. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Satoransky against Walker. Kicks it to Tatum. The 17-footer. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter finds Satoransky. Porter against Hayward. Porter passes to Markkanen. Rebound Boston. Over in the corner, Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Bulls have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Porter.
When you talk about the best 3-and-D guys in the league, Porter's a climber on that list.
Pass to Canner. The tray. No good on that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And here is Satoransky. 11 points in the game. Dishes it to Carter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
And it's in there. 16 points for Kemba Walker.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Just a solid performance on the interior.
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Both teams making substitutions here. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
White dishes to Levine, and the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. They lead by 14. Wanamaker the pass to Green. Outside, Smart to the paint. And Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board.
Picked his pocket. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Lays it up and banks it in.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
White finds Levine to stop the run. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
That's his second personal foul.
Porter against Green. Over Porter.
Great defense by Otto Porter, something he gives you, and it often doesn't show up in the stats.
White with it. 8 points for him. Softly drops in the floater. White's got 10 points.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Tatum passes to Williams. Passes it to Wanamaker. And here is Tatum. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively.
And White kicks to Porter. The dish to Young. White with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And it's White missing. And here's Boston. Big stretch here going 10-2. The pass to Wanamaker. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Porter with a block. Now here's White. He started close. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Here's Smart. No good on that one. Nice D from Levine. Outside, Porter. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Here's White.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
1:15 left to play in the third. Levine dishes to White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one. Boston leading by 13. Here's Smart, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's White. Young trying to break free, and it's White missing. Boston shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Oh, a defensive play. Inside, there's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach LaVine floats up and drops the hammer.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Young comes over to help on the wing. Green, 3-pointer, rebounded by Gafford. Bulls trail by 11. Floats it up for Young.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And so it's Boston, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Under tempo and a great pace, the fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics leading by 9. And small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Gafford in its center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with. So great at getting to the line.
2 shots.
That's on the first.
First one falls for him.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Brown drops them both. And it's the Bulls with the ball. White the pass to Levine. Good on the triple. Levine's got 30 points.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Here's Gafford. He's guarded by Williams. Young. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 37.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
passes to Gafford. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the inside, here's Tatum. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Young's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's blocked by Brown. And now with the fast break with the ball, here's Tatum. Young with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. He kicks it to White. Back to Porter. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Takes him 5 for 12 so far.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Wanamaker. White covering. Here's Tatum. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Tatum's got 39.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Gafford. Pass to Levine. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Levine's got 14 points here in the second half.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for Levine and then for Boston. Cantor, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Hayward comes in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
White against Brown, and White kicks to Satoransky. Carter left side. And it's blocked.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Slashing his way to the rack. Hayward is built for it.
Now, here's Satoransky. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. White finds Satoransky. Five on the clock. Here's Carter. The shot up. Excellent D from Cantor. Inside, Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
So smooth. Tonight, a great example of what Hayward can do for you as a scorer.
A floater, and it's White missing. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. And finished off by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Bulls are gone, 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
That free throw good from Walker. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high, difficult shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said it is hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now Williams. And here's Canner. Shoots it. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Satoransky with it. Here is Porter. Stolen by Cantor. Brown down low. Carter on him. Williams passes to Hayward. Good work defensively by Carter. Bulls trail by 18. Now here's Satoransky. He dishes it to Carter. Fires from the line. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Brown. Kicks to Cantor. And no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
From 20 feet out. Kept alive. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
White inside. He's covered by Brown. Williams with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Here's Walker, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
And Brown over to help, and stolen by Tatum. Walker with a clean look. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Brown over to help. Hayward against Porter. Clock at 6. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Boston leading by 22. Here's Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 25 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. And Brown over to help. Carter outside. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Brown. Makes it off the glass.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And here is Satoransky. For 3, Levine. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got 4 rebounds in this game. And finished off by Brown.
And you got to love how seriously Brown takes his ability to score. He has a green light to fire from just about anywhere on the court.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for the work.
I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter.
2 minutes, 2 rounds.
Floats one. Excellent D from Cantor.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
It's Brown on the wing. Satoransky covering. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Porter. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders. And on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Walker against Satoransky. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Markkanen shooting. It goes on Jason Tatum. Some changes for Chicago. Felicios checked in for Wendell Carter. Harrison comes in for Porter. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Zach LaVine.
Incredible touch for a big man. Markkanen shows it both in the field and at the line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Langford with it. Pass to Williams. Can't hit from 12. Now the pass to Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
On the floor for your Bulls, Wendell Carter.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us.